Howdy, my name is Hannah Linnison, and I'm going to do my presentation on phone case material. So phone cases now have many different uses. For me, I think of more as security and protection for your phone, as well as sometimes they're for style. So because your phone and your hands collect bacteria really easily, that also is transferred to your phone case. As you touch doorknobs and go about your daily life, it's really easy to collect bacteria on your hands just from everything you touch. And then as you touch your phone, that goes directly to your phone case. Mainly, they're made of plastic and silicone due to durability and the ability to protect your phone very easily. They're bad for the environment, though, because these cases are used just every day, but they can't be recyclable, and there's oil and petroleum that is needed to create the phone case itself. So it hurts the environment to make them, and it also hurts the environment to dispose of them. So the material properties now, silicone is the first one, and it's made of silicon and oxygen, which means that it's malleable and durable. The next one, plastic, predominantly polycarbonate and polyurethane, and both of them, they're made kind of with some alcohol-based materials and then another material that reacts to make them either strong and stiff, like the polycarbonate, or flexible and supportive, like the polyurethane. So the new technology that I want to propose is one that has low risk for bacteria increase and a high ability to be recyclable or compostable, so that when it is made, it's not hurting the earth, and after that, it's not just sitting on the earth for thousands of years. The compostable material was the first one, and it's good for the environment, especially because over biodegradable, which means that it leaves non-toxic residue, and it has to be broken down by microorganisms. Well, those are derived from soy proteins, starches, and other similar materials, like corn and other different types of starches like potatoes and such. And it will mimic plastic very well. If you've seen any compostable materials, you know it is very similar to the plastic itself. It just has some different hiccups in terms of making it, which we'll talk about later. The shark skin pattern. So there was the BCC episode about the different technologies, and one of them is a bacteria reducing pattern that shark skins have. So when you create a pattern on the phone case itself, it makes it harder for the material itself to create a habitat for the bacteria. So therefore it's safer and it's healthier, and the only thing you have to do is kind of design it well enough, which is very plausible. So the practical use, obviously every day you use your phone case, but let's see, this slide will explain how practical it is to put it into use as we create it and so on. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Obviously, if you have an OtterBox or Spect, you're already going to pay $20 to $40, even $60 to $100 for a phone case. But this one, because it'll be new technology and it'll be biodegradable, will be a different story, because it's going to take a little bit more to put that into process. It will be safer because you have less room for the microorganisms and bacteria to grow on your phone case and get on your hands, and the only way you can stop those is if you consistently wash your phone case, which is something that I personally don't do, but I know it's so easy, as I've seen people go in and out of the grocery store, just touch everything and then touch their phone, and then they get in their car and then they touch that, and so bacteria spreads so easily just from going and doing simple things like going to the grocery store. It's going to be better for the environment, because not only are you going to be putting in play something that actively doesn't use oil and such, but it also will be compostable later on and won't leave those residues, but will also help the environment because it's not leaving toxic waste. So here's my works cited. I'm very thankful for your willingness to watch this presentation. And thank you so much for this great semester. Have a great one.